Good morning, this is Kathy with Kincaid Special Creations. I'm going to be using 6 of these dice and these colors. Peacock by Waverly, Maize by Waverly, Crimson by Waverly, and Pumpkin by Waverly. And I'm going to turn them into a reusable sign that you can just turn around for each season. I'm going to be putting spring, summer, winter, and fall. I'm going to put several coats on because it's so hard to cover up these little black dots. It'll take several coats of paint. So I'm going to start with the spring color, which is going to be the maize. Normally people use that for autumn, but because it's such a pretty color yellow, I'm going to use it for the spring. And what we're going to do is we'll paint the front of every one of these in this yellow. Alright guys, I'm going to continue painting and I'll bring you back when it's all ready to put the letters on. Well guys, I'm back with my little blocks that I painted originally, but I decided I'd color the letters that color, so I'm going to paint these blocks all ivory. So I'm going to paint all these and then I'll be back when they're all good and dry and all the coats put on them. Okay guys, I've got all the white blocks done. So now what I'm going to do is I am just going to take a little bit of hot glue and glue them together. Okay, so there we go. There's our blocks. So I'm going to do them side to side instead of standing up because they'll set better that way. While I'm waiting on everything else to dry, I'm going to go ahead and paint these letters for my blocks. Now, I have my letters, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And we're going to put those on there. Okay, let's see, I got a little spot on this winter I need to touch up. There we go. So, to finish this project off, I'm going to take and put some little marks around it. Some little dashes. And one lady said to take your heat gun And go over, and that will take care of all them little extra fuzzies in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I need to fine point marker. Yeah. Just going to put some dashes around my letters. That's just so they'll have a little bit more dimension and pop off my block a little better. I'm going to go ahead and put some dashes around the blocks too. I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me do all these. I'll bring you back when they're done. Okay guys, I am now completely finished with this project. Starts out with spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So now when you set them on your shelf, you just set them on the show like that. And then you can turn them over at each thing. You can set you, like for autumn, I could set me a couple of acorns sitting on the side of them, just like that. And they would be gorgeous sitting on a little shelf. And for each season, you can change out whatever decorations that you have on the side. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Hope to have more videos going up, matching up with my lives. Thanks a lot for watching. Alright guys, on to the next project. This one I'm going to do the same way I did the marshmallows, except as you can see with the little hats, I'm going to turn it into scarecrows. Let's start with cutting off our balloons. Excuse my dirty hands, I've been crafting all morning, painting all morning. You just take your 12-inch balloon, cut it off right at the neck. When your scissors work, that is. Stretch it out as far as you can. Pull it down to the bottom. Okay. You just take 3 of them and stick them on top of each other. And I'll be back when I get all that done. Okay, I'm back. I have all of my stuff done. And on one of the sides, that's opposite the bottom, we'll try to replicate his little face. He just has little round circles. Here's our 2 scarecrow faces. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on my hot glue gun, and I'm going to cut me up some of this raffia. And see how he has his hair on this one? See how he's got his little hair? I'm going to do that on these. Maybe that'll make it look more like a little scarecrow. Sorry about all the noise, guys. Okay. So I'm just going to take me a few sprigs of raffia and cut it kind of long, because I can always trim it down. There's the raffia I'm working with. And we're going to take our little scarecrow and we're going to make him some hair. While our glue gun is heating up, I'm going to take and put a little bit of tape on this and braid me some braids for the little girl. See if we can tape it all together. Bottom and around top to keep them, don't have to worry about it. Well, that took the whole thing. That raffia is fun stuff to work with, people. They make it look so easy on TV. It's not. Okay. So, cut off the top pieces. Cut off this bottom piece. Okay, so her braid will come down here. Okay, need to make one more. Okay, now, I think my hot glue is done. Here's the one braid, here's the other braid. They're going to be all lopsided. Okay, now what we're going to do with him is we're going to put a big dollop of glue up here on the top of his head. And then stick this raffia down in it. Spread out any loose pieces into the, and please be careful because this Shore Bonder glue gun is extremely hot. Okay, now rid of that one, I don't need that one. Put some on the top to get that stuff set down. These little things you can get at Dollar Tree, and you can get them, and they're really good. They don't stick to the hot glue. Okay. Now, we're going to bring this side down. If you hear anything in the background there, working on upgrading the sewer system. They just right across the hill from me. Okay, now go to the other side. Careful because that glue on the side you just done is still hot. I put some more glue. And put that down in there. Again, holding it with this little makeup thing. Now, we're going to let it set and cool down for a minute. Make sure all these pieces are stuck where I want them to stick at. And we'll go on to working on their little hats. We're going to take the other one, and she's going to be a little girl, so she'll be easier. You just put her little braid up there. And hold it down into place. All this is going to be under the hat, so you're not really going to see it. Then come down the side with one little bitty glue spot. And hold her pigtail down. Go on to the other side. This is reminiscent of when I tried to braid the kids' hair when they were little. One on great big side, one on teeny tiny side. But they're still braids. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we're going to let those cool down a minute. I think I might have to add some eyelashes to them maybe. Maybe that'll make them look not quite so creepy. But anyway, right now what we're going to do is we're going to work on our little hats. These hats I got at a craft place. It was going out of business 35 years ago. And they're still, so don't throw stuff away just because it's old. They're still in good shape. Okay. Since that one is bigger and this one is smaller, we're going to make this the boy hat and this the girl hat. So we're going to put the little acorns on the boy hat. Just make him a little rim around it. This is ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby, I think, when it was clearanced out last year for the fall edition. Got little acorns on it. What we're going to do is we're just going to put a little, that's the front of it. So we're going to put a little dollop of glue here on the back. Take the ribbon and just put it in there. Make sure it's even, and just take your little thing and hold it down. Just like that. Then we're going to wrap it around the brim of this hat. Maybe have to put just a little bit more glue in place because it is going around a round surface. Keep it going. And then put a little bit more glue on the back. Cut it off where you need it to be cut off at. And then circle it around onto that hat. Straight if you can. Because there's a little gap in it, put me a tiniest bit of glue. Poke it in there. There is the hat for the little boy. Now, we're going to take the little pumpkins and leaf one. Also bought at Hobby Lobby. Original price $3.99. I think I got it on sale at 90% off. Okay, and what we're going to do with hers is we're going to wrap hers around and tie it into a bow. Or I'm going to try to. There we go. Let's get it started before I pull it into place. Make sure it still looks right. There we go. We're going to put her little bow on the side of her hat. Put just a little bit of glue down there to hold it in place on that side. Okay. Now, cut this off. Okay. Now, sure she's got her hat in the right spot. And pull it here, tight as you can. Then we're just going to make a shoelace bow. And make it good and tight. Now I'm going to do what they call dovetailing, which is fold it in half, cut from the folded side down to the bottom to the open side. It gives you a little bit of a really cute design on it. There we go. Now, pull it tight so it'll stay. And there's our little hat for our girls. Here is the little girl's hat. The bow's going to go on the side. Here is the little boy's hat, no bow. Now to make the stand, what we're going to do is we're going to take 9 tumbling tower blocks. And we're going to glue them together 3 at a time. Side by side, long ways, like this. You have the fat side to being glued together. And you're going to glue together on the skinny side. Okay. And do all 3 of them. And then the last 3. Alright, then you're going to take them. See how you got these this way? You got them up and down. We're going to turn the other one sideways and put them right on top of it. That's just going to make the bond stronger so it stays together. And just hold it there until the hot glue sets up. Then what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to paint 1 yellow for the little girl and 1 orange for the little boy. I could paint them brown, but I like different colors, so that's what I'm going to do. Now this is going to be the boy, so we're going to paint him all sides. Set it aside and let it dry. I'll probably get 9 more blocks. If you find these at your Dollar Tree and you want to recreate any of these projects, they're called tumbling tower blocks, found in the kids section. Please pick them up because they are a wealth of crafting material that you can use. And we're going to paint yellow. The color Maze by Waverly. Alright guys, as soon as they dry, we'll bring y'all back to put it together. Alright guys, now we're going to put our scarecrows together. We're going to put the female onto this block. Oh shoot, that's male. Well, guess he'll have the yellow spot. And this one, she looks more like a female anyway. There we go. Now what we'll do is Put just a little bit more hair on my lady. There we go. Now we're going to take her little hat. Before we put down in that glue. Before we do that, we're going to take these couple little sprigs of, I'm going to put it on the opposite side of her hat. This is boxwood you buy it at Walmart. It's about $1.28 for a sprig of boxwood. I'll just put that there. And then I'm going to take one of these little sunflowers that you get at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to clip him off right there. And I'm going to stick a little sprig on there. That right there on her little hat. There we go. And then we'll take a little bit of hot glue, put it around the rim of the hat so that it'll make sure it makes contact with her little head. And there we go. There is our little girl scarecrow. I think I'm going to put her a little bow on her little neck thing too. Okay. Here is the boy. I'm going to do the same thing with his little hat. Put some hot glue. Around the hat. Make sure the back of it is to the back. And hold that down, and there's our little boy. Oh, ain't he cute? Okay, so now we'll take a little bit of ribbon. And I'm going to make a little bow tie. This is a little bit, I should have just took it off, I think. I'm going to take a little bit of glue, make a bow, and make a bow, and then scrunch it together. In the middle. Make it like this. Put a little bit of glue on this side. And roll it up. And a little bit of glue on this side, and roll this over it to make us a little bow tie. Look how cute. Now, gotta get my fella here. Put him a little dot of glue right here in the middle. Put his little bow tie on. There we go, guys. There is our little boy. Now, for the little girl, make another shoestring bow. Basically, you just take it, turn it over the top, just like you would your shoestrings. Pull it through and squeeze it tight. Make sure you turn that bow right side out, because it is only one-sided. And then cut off the tails. There we go, there it is. Like I said, bows are not my specialty. We'll put that one on her. And put another sunflower on. Her little bow. There we go. There she is. Alright, that's all for my scarecrow.